I am struggling with my internet connections. I hope this live broadcast would not be disturbed. So, the question that I was discussing on the last video, which was quite short, is today's military changes that have been effected by Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, strengthening his grip over retired General Chiwenga within ZANU PF. That is the mind-boggling question that I will be attempting to answer on this live broadcast. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa has done actually numerous changes. Number one was to promote let me just go to actually the documents that are on the public domain at the moment, so that I read from these documents. They are already, I will be sharing them on social media. So what he has done, he has actually appointed a new commander of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces, so which means Zimbabwe Defense Forces as of the 25th, it would be, in fact, as from the 21st, yes, as from the 21st rather, I mean in 2 days' times, it would be led by Lieutenant General Emmanuel Matutu. He is the one that is going to be in charge of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces. I've said this is a calculated actually change. It's meant to be very, very short. Emmanuel Matutu is already too old. He would be retiring in few months to come. We're talking of maybe 6 or so months, less than a year. He would be retiring. Look at the person whom he put to the former position of Senyatwe. That is Major General Esha Walter Taffan. This was the leader of the Central Intelligence Organization who helped Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa to actually win the fraudulent elections of 2023. Now he is promoted, he is put in the position of Anselam Senyatwe. From there, he is expected to actually be parachuted to command the Zimbabwe Defense Forces. I must say, by so doing, the actions of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa that he did by removing Anselam Senyatwe, because under all circumstances, Anselam Senyatwe was close to actually leading the Zimbabwe Defense Forces. He was, I think, supposed to take over from Valerio Sibanda under normal circumstances, but he was chopped from the military, believed to be the ally of retired General Chiwenga, and Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa did not want him there. He does not trust him. By removing him, he was in his mind neutralizing retired General Chiwenga, and at the moment he is taking baby steps, but I'm sure they are seeing him, and by so doing, by the way, trying to parachute his supporters, I mean people who are actually his bootlickers. He is upsetting a lot of people within the military. We're looking forward also to be promoted based on seniority. So he is creating a lot of enemies within the military in the process of seeking to fight with retired General Chiwenga. As much as Senyatwe was removed from the military, but don't ever think that his influence within the Zimbabwe Defense Forces has been quelled down. So now the question is that making Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa to have an upper hand in the Zimbabwe Defense Forces at the moment? the answer would be he is still making baby steps. He is still not there, but he is attempting to do so. He has made another step towards that direction, but he is not there yet. His ally is not controlling the Zimbabwe Defense Forces, but he is close to make. Someone says Mnangagwa makes decisions after some thorough analysis of data provided. Yeah, I mean that even Robert Gabriel Mugabe used decisions after thorough analysis. And the analysis of an Mnangagwa is not a god. It doesn't mean his analyses are well calculated. In my view, the steps that Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa took from the very onset of Blessed Geza, I think have been a miscalculation. In my view, they have been a miscalculation. He is creating more enemies, especially within a very, very important body that determines succession. That is the Zimbabwe Defense Forces. He may actually, and what he is doing at the moment, and maybe he may be successful in terms of achieving this, is to divide the military. The truth of the matter is that Walter Tafumane may not be in total control of the allies of retired General Chiwenga. The allies of retired General Chiwenga may remain loyal to retired General Chiwenga. And he is creating actually a scenario that will brew violence that has never been actually imagined in Zimbabwe. If the military allows itself to be divided, then we may see themselves confronting each other, because there are those in the military that do not support the mutilation of the Constitution. And there may be those that have been influenced and paid to support the mutilation of the Constitution. It is still a chess game. He has not won, but he is actually making moves. He is actually trying to strategically win this broader war. But in my view, over, and he is creating a lot of enemies, and he is actually making giving the edge at the moment to retired General Chiwenga to act so fast and so very, very quick to remove Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. Someone says, how I wish your views were true. Trust me, no matter what Mnangagwa may be doing at the moment to actually try and neutralize retired General Chiwenga, I strongly believe the decision to actually make sure that he goes, especially from the Zimbabwe Defense Forces and from those who met within the Zimbabwe Defense Forces, I'm of the opinion was made a long time ago. I don't think Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa will achieve 2030. I don't think Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa at the moment has total control of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces. He is attempting to do so. He is attempting to do so, and doing so is taking baby steps. And this has to be done, by the way. This has to be done. And by the way, I'm not shocked by the change on the part of Valerio Spanda. It was due. It's not because of what is politically ongoing in ZANU-PF. The strange decision that was taken was the removal of Senyato. That was the strange and miscalculation that is why you saw a dossier surfacing after that. And by the way, that dossier, it would be a miscalculation to think it is just a product of retired General Chiwenga alone. I strongly believe it is not a product of retired General Chiwenga alone. Retired General Chiwenga is an institution. He has the people around him. Now, Mnangagwa is trying to divide, the military and control it, but it won't be as simple as that. It won't be as simple as that. Let's watch how this goes on. But to me, really, this is news that we knew about this. I predicted about this, I think, about a few days that there was going to be air. And even today, man, I think I did this today, where I was talking that Mnangagwa wants to eventually promote his son to be in charge of the military. Now, he will wait for Taffan to actually be at the top. And Taffan would be used to actually, definitely to gauge the support of retired General Chiwenga. A lot of military leaders may be paged if this is allowed to go on. But the mind-boggling question is, will this be allowed to go on for a long period of time without action to counter what is in the mind of Emmerson Mnangagwa? I don't think this would be allowed to go on. This now set in motion the political drama that we have been waiting for. This now actually draws us so very close to that day where action would be taken. And without doubt, I still strongly stand on that. Without doubt, I'm of the opinion that Mnangagwa is going. No matter how he tries to spearhead 2032 patches, I don't think he will win at the end of the day. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe